Something I really like about Christianity is the fact that every time you read the Bible or you have a conversation with another believer about Christianity or about God, you get held accountable, like whether you want it or not. I have been a believer since I was 5, but I've been a follower since I was 18, 19 years old. Like actively following God of my own volition. Something I've come to realize is whether you're reading the Bible, talking to a believer, even if you're in worship or you're just talking to God, you get held accountable. Like if there's an area of your life that needs to be worked on, God opens it up at the right season. And he's like, you're kind of there's some areas over here that kind of need to be touched up. There's some areas over here that we need to start working out. It's always discomforting. Don't get me wrong. It's not fun to hear that I'm still struggling with unforgiveness or with anger. But you know what? The moment I am like, you know what, God, you're right. I am struggling through this. I want to work on it because I don't want this to come back and haunt me the rest of my life. I can't tell you how many times just in my Bible study alone that we've gone over passages that I've read over 1,000 times, but for some reason in this season of my life, it impacts me a little more to the point where I'm like, I need to work on this. This is something I can't just leave broken and a mess. And that's the thing with Jesus, was that he met with people who needed him, but he didn't tell them to stay the way they were. He encouraged them to get better, to work on the stuff that was their Achilles heels, that was actually a hindrance in their spiritual walk or even with their mental health. That's something I've always loved about God, but I never realized that he would still be doing that for me as a believer. But it makes me all the more grateful at the same time, just how much he loves me enough, not just to encourage me to entrust my soul to him, but to still continue walk with me as I'm living my life. It's not oh, I got saved and okay, that's just another name added in the with the list of Christians. No, he's still actively working with me to make me my best self. It took me a few years after deciding to walk with God to realize that's what he's doing in my life. Yes, I want to be my best self, but I have so many blind spots to certain areas that I need to work on. But the more I was trusting God, the more those blind spots were getting exposed. And it kind of forced me to face do I really want his help, or am I going to go my own way? And I'm not going to lie, there's been times where I went my own way and it sucked. The results were awful. But even in walking away, he kept giving me chance after chance until I got it right. Until it finally clicked of oh shoot, you're just trying to help me. So I guess my encouragement to Christians, new or old, is that we're always growing, we're always learning. We're never going to be perfect, but we're going to be constantly perfected until the day we die. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because it's a constant reminder for me that God loves me and he cares about me enough to want what's best for me. But hey, don't take my word for it.